You wake up stiff, legs heavy. A simple walk across the living room feels like a mountain climb. You tell yourself it's just age. But what if I told you the strength you've been missing? It's hiding in your fridge. Not a miracle, not a pill. Just 3 simple cheeses your muscles are quietly begging for. Because aging doesn't steal strength overnight. It fades with every missed bite. Today we're going to fight back. Spoon by spoon. Step by step. 1 cheese at a time. This might just be the most powerful story your body's been waiting to hear. You're standing in front of your refrigerator, the light humming softly, shelves packed with leftovers, condiments, and cold silence. Your legs feel tired, not the kind of tired you shake off with a nap, but the deep, dragging fatigue that seems to have crept in with age. You bend to grab a juice bottle, and suddenly it hits. Your balance is off, your knees crack, and that quick movement isn't so quick anymore. But sitting quietly behind the milk, tucked in a plastic tub you've ignored 100 times, is a cheese that could change everything. A cheese that doctors and scientists now quietly recommend to seniors over 60 to fight muscle loss, regain energy, and even improve stability. It's not a miracle. It's not hype. And it's not about turning back the clock. It's about feeding your body the fuel it's quietly starving for. That container of cheese could be the reason you still climb stairs with confidence at 80, carry groceries without wincing, and pick up your grandchild without second-guessing your back. So before you grab another slice of bread or a cup of tea, listen closely, because inside that fridge is more than a snack. It's a second chance at strength, hiding in plain sight. You didn't feel it at first. That little hesitation getting up from the couch, that slight wobble as you stepped off a curb, that occasional frustration lifting the laundry basket. But these aren't just signs of aging, they're warning. Bells from a silent condition that starts creeping into your life after 45 and accelerates as you pass 60. It's called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that millions silently suffer from without even knowing its name. It doesn't show up in blood tests. It doesn't cause pain right away. It simply takes one movement, one muscle, one moment at a time, until walking becomes climbing, climbing becomes struggling, and struggling becomes avoiding. But here's the truth. Sarcopenia isn't permanent, and it isn't inevitable. Science now confirms that specific foods eaten in the right way can not only slow muscle loss, they can help rebuild it. And that's where this story turns from warning to hope. Because the solution isn't complicated. It's delicious, affordable, and available at every grocery store. The question is, will you recognize the signs before it takes more than it already has? Will you act before another step feels like a burden? If you're listening to this, you're already halfway there. Now let's show you how to take your body back. Do you remember your grandmother's breakfast table? Maybe it had a soft light pouring through the window, a steaming cup of tea, that ever-present bowl of cottage cheese, maybe with fruit, maybe plain, maybe you turned your nose up at it as a kid. But what science now reveals is that your grandmother may have been 50 years ahead of her time. That bowl of humble cottage cheese, isn't just a nostalgic memory, it's one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods on the planet, especially for older adults. Just half a cup contains over 14 grams of complete protein and a generous dose of leucine, the amino acid that tells your aging muscles, wake up, rebuild, repair. And unlike fast foods or dense meats that can upset your stomach, cottage cheese is soft, creamy, and easy to digest even for people with poor appetite, dental issues, or acid reflux. This isn't theory has been proven in human studies involving thousands of seniors who regained mobility and energy simply by starting their mornings with cottage cheese. So the next time someone calls it old-fashioned, smile and scoop another spoonful, because that so-called diet food from the 80s might be the very thing keeping you off a walker and on your feet. Most people over 60 don't realize they are losing a fight before their day even begins. They wake up, pour a coffee, maybe nibble some toast or a banana, and start their day thinking they've eaten light and healthy. But they've just committed one of the biggest mistakes in aging nutrition, feeding their muscles, after an 8-hour overnight fast. When you sleep, your body dips into reserves for fuel, and what it taps first is muscle tissue. That's why breakfast isn't just a meal, it's a recovery window. If you miss it, your body keeps breaking down what little muscle you have left. But here's the fix. Combine a protein-rich cheese like Cottage, cheese or ricotta with a small serving of fruit or whole grain, and you go from breakdown to build mode. You'll feel more energized within days, more stable within weeks, and over time, even notice changes in how easily you move, lift, and stand. This isn't about eating more, it's about eating right, especially in the first hour of your day. Start tomorrow. Just a scoop of protein-rich cheese in the morning could do more for your strength than 1,000 steps in the afternoon on an empty stomach. Let's talk about one of the most underrated tools for fighting muscle loss after 60, the one that doesn't come with side effects, doesn't need chewing, and doesn't cost a fortune. Cottage cheese is more than just soft and creamy. It's a slow-release protein powerhouse packed with casein, a unique form of protein that feeds your muscles for up to 8 hours. Think of it like a drip irrigation system for your body, slowly nourishing your strength throughout the day, or even overnight if you eat it before bed. And here's what makes it magical for older adults: it's easy to digest, requires no cooking, and blends seamlessly with sweet or savory foods. Mix it with berries and honey in the morning, or stir it into mashed potatoes at dinner. And you're delivering exactly what your muscles need to stop shrinking and start rebuilding. In clinical studies, seniors who included cottage cheese daily showed measurable improvements in strength, stamina, and physical confidence. If you're struggling to chew steak, losing appetite, or just too tired to cook, this cheese gives you what you need without asking much in return. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it works for older adults. That's what really matters. Imagine this scene, not a dream, but a moment that could be yours. The sun is rising, and you're stepping out the front door with your granddaughter. She reaches up, grabs your hand, and the two of you walk toward the park. No cane, no hesitation. It's just the calm rhythm of steady feet and easy breath. A few months ago, that same walk would have left you winded. But now, you carry the picnic basket yourself. What changed wasn't some miracle cure. It wasn't a supplement or a personal trainer. It was a quiet decision you made every morning to nourish your muscles with the protein they needed. A half cup of cottage cheese when you woke up. A bit of movement. You didn't feel stronger right away, but little by little, the aches faded. The stairs felt easier. And one day, you realized your body had been quietly rebuilding itself the whole time. Didn't reverse aging. You simply gave your muscles the food they were begging for. And now, as your granddaughter skips ahead, you smile not because you kept up, but because you took your future back one breakfast at a time. Most people think of Parmesan cheese as a sprinkle on spaghetti, but for those of us over 60, it's far more than flavor. Real aged Parmigiano-Reggiano is one of the most concentrated digestible sources of complete protein and calcium on Earth. 1 ounce, barely the size of your thumb, delivers over 10 grams of protein, and nearly a third of your daily calcium needs, both of which are essential for muscle contraction, bone support, and everyday movement. But the real magic is in how it's made. Authentic Parmesan is aged for at least 24 months, during which enzymes break down complex proteins into smaller, easily absorbed pieces, making it perfect for older adults whose digestion isn't what it used to be. It's virtually lactose-free, gentle on the stomach, and so rich in flavor that you only need a small amount to feel satisfied. Sprinkle it on scrambled eggs, stir it into soup, let it melt over roasted vegetables. It doesn't just taste good, it performs. And when you start using Parmesan daily, not as a topping, but as a tool, you might start noticing that it's easier to stand. Your grip feels firmer, and the walk to the mailbox doesn't seem quite as long anymore. Here's something most people don't realize. Digestion changes with age, and the foods you used to tolerate easily can start to feel heavy, gassy, or bloating. That's why aged cheeses like real Parmesan are such a game changer for seniors. The long aging process, 24 to 36 months, gently breaks down the proteins in the cheese into smaller peptides, almost like pre-digestion. This means your body does less work and absorbs more nutrients more quickly, with less discomfort. And it's not just about protein. Parmesan is loaded with highly bioavailable calcium, a mineral your muscles need to contract properly and your bones need to avoid fractures. Without enough calcium, your legs can cramp, your hands can shake, and your body's electrical signals don't fire correctly. Add in a naturally low lactose content, and you have a cheese that's not only safe for most people with lactose sensitivity, but actually beneficial. Next time you feel unsure about protein, skip the heavy meats and powders. Reach for Parmesan. Grate it fresh. Smell its nutty aroma. Taste its richness. And know that inside your body, it's working hard where it counts quietly, efficiently, and without complaint. Let's talk about snacks. Not chips, not cookies, not the empty bites that fill your stomach, but leave your body starving. Let us talk about the kind of snack that fuels your next step up the stairs, or gives you the strength to rise from the couch with ease. Small chunk of Parmesan just after a walk or light chores can trigger one of the most powerful responses in aging muscles, a process known as anabolic activation. Your muscles, especially after movement, act like open windows ready to absorb protein and rebuild tissue. Miss that window, and you lose an opportunity. But hit it with a simple, tasty ounce of Parmesan, your body turns it into fuel for recovery. No gym, no sweat, just smart timing and smarter eating. Keep a few Parmesan cubes in a small container by your chair. Have one after gardening, one after sweeping the floor, one after dancing around the living room. It's not just a snack, it's a strategy. Over weeks, those tiny efforts add up to something big. Strength, stability, and confidence you can feel with every single step. If cottage cheese is the gentle giant of slow-release protein, then ricotta is its fast and furious cousin, the cheese your muscles love after you move. Unlike most cheeses made from solid curds, ricotta is made from the whey left over after making other cheeses. That whey is the fastest absorbing form of protein your body can get. Within just 30 to 60 minutes of eating it, your muscles start pulling in amino acids, repairing tiny tears, and rebuilding themselves stronger than before. This matters most after activity, whether it's a morning walk, carrying groceries, or even stretching your arms. Ricotta steps in fast, delivering a unique blend of protein and branched-chain amino acids that go directly to muscle cells. And it doesn't just stop at strength. Ricotta is naturally low in sodium, making it a heart-smart choice for seniors managing blood pressure. It's soft, mild, and blends into anything. Spread it on toast, stir it into soups, or enjoy it with cinnamon and honey for a healthy treat. Don't underestimate it. This smooth, creamy cheese may just be the secret weapon you've been missing in your recovery. Because in a world where aging often feels like slowing down, ricotta helps you speed up healing one soft spoonful at a time. What if something as simple and soothing as a spoonful of soft, creamy ricotta could help more than just your legs? It could help your heart too. That's exactly what makes ricotta such a rare gem for older adults. Unlike many processed cheeses that are overloaded with salt, ricotta is naturally low in sodium, about a quarter of what is found in cheddar or processed slices, and that matters a lot for those of us managing blood pressure or heart concerns. But that's not all. The unique whey protein in ricotta has been shown in studies to support blood vessel flexibility and even reduce blood pressure levels over time when combined with light movement and healthy eating. And the best part, it tastes like a treat. Spread it on toast with a touch of honey and cinnamon for breakfast, or blend it into a light smoothie with fruit for a refreshing, protein-packed snack. It's mild, it's versatile, and it doesn't fight your body, it works with it. If you're someone who's been told to cut back on salt, but you're also worried about getting enough protein, ricotta is your perfect bridge, gentle on your heart, strong on your muscles, and easy to enjoy every single day. Imagine structuring your day not around pills or meal replacements, but around 3 delicious, natural cheeses that each play a different role in rebuilding your strength, one in the morning to start your engine, one at midday to fuel your fire, and one in the evening to gently restore you while you rest. This is what we call the 3 cheese power routine, and it works like this. Cottage cheese at breakfast with berries and a few walnuts to kickstart your muscles and flood them with leucine. A thumb-sized serving of aged Parmesan at lunch, grated over a soup or a salad to top off your calcium and protein levels during your most active hours. And finally, a spoonful of smooth ricotta in the evening, perhaps, on a piece of whole-grain toast with cinnamon. Or blend it into a veggie dish to deliver fast-absorbing whey protein right when your muscles begin to recover. This isn't about adding more food its, about swapping what I say already on your plate with something smarter, tastier, and built for your body's real needs. You'll feel fuller, stronger, and more energized. And over weeks, you might even notice you're moving with more confidence, sleeping better, and waking up less stiff than before. That's not hype. That's the power of timing, consistency, and natural protein working together. The secret to building strength after 60 dosin tea, just lie in what you eat but in when you eat it. Your muscles are most hungry for protein within about 2 hours after any kind of movement, whether it's walking to the store, vacuuming the floor, gardening, or even just stretching your arms and legs. This is what researchers call the anabolic window, the time when your muscles are like dry sponges, soaking up every gram of protein you give them. And that's when cheese becomes your secret weapon. Spoonful of cottage cheese after your morning chores. Small cube of Parmesan after you come in from watering the plants. A spread of ricotta after a gentle afternoon walk. These aren't tea, just snacks. They muscle recovery tools timed perfectly to deliver strength when your body is most ready to accept it. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Keep a small dish in the fridge, prepare your cheese the night before. Know your activity window and treat it like medicine, because the truth is, food can be medicine. When you eat the right thing, at the right time, for the right reason. When people hear the word exercise, they think of gyms, sweaty clothes, and intimidating machines. But the truth is, the most effective muscle-building routines for adults over 60 don't require equipment. They don't even require leaving your house. All you need is a chair, a wall, a pair of soup cans, and 10 minutes. Sit and stand from your chair 10 times to activate your legs. Push against a wall 10 times to strengthen your arms. Raise and lower your soup cans 10 times to awaken your shoulders. Then knit your cheese. That's it. These short movements, combined with well-timed protein, create what scientists call a synergistic effect, where your aging muscles respond dramatically better than if you exercised or ate alone. You're not trying to become a bodybuilder. You're trying to open jars again, climb stairs without hesitation, and walk without fear of falling. That starts with small effort and smart fuel. So next time you say, I can't do much, remember doing something simple with the right nutrition is better than doing nothing with a perfect plan. Your muscles will thank you for showing up, and your body will reward you with strength you thought was gone. Let's draw a line in the sand right here, right now. Today is the day you stop watching your strength slip away and start pulling it back, one bite at a time. You don't need a personal trainer. You don't need to flip your entire diet upside down. You just need to commit to a simple, delicious, and powerful 90-day plan. Buy a tub of cottage cheese, a wedge of real-aged Parmesan, and a container of fresh whole milk ricotta. Place them where you can see them in your Frigidaire tools, your daily routine, your allies in this fight against muscle loss. Set a reminder to move for 10 minutes a day. Track your cheese servings. Eat after your walk. Eat before bed. Eat consistently, and pay attention not to the scale but to your steps. Are you rising from chairs more easily? Do your legs feel less shaky on the stairs? Are you carrying groceries again without stopping to rest? These changes won't happen overnight, but by day 30, you'll feel the shift. By day 60, you'll believe again. And by day 90, you might surprise yourself and everyone around you. Because this isn't just about food. It's about independence, confidence, and proving that age doesn't decide your strength. You do. Now, the question isn't whether cheese works, it's whether you will. Will you take the first bite tomorrow morning? Will you grate a little strength onto your lunch? Will you commit just 90 days to the possibility that your best steps aren't behind you? Because this isn't about food. It's about freedom. It's about not depending on anyone to get off the couch or climb the stairs. Your future isn't written in paint, it's written in protein. It starts in your fridge. Now go eat the cheese. Your legs, your hands, your heart. And your independence will thank you for it.